Hey there YouTube, this is my Synchro Assault deck. This is my first video, hopefully you have many to come. Please subscribe. Thank you. My first monsters are my Stardust Dragon Assault modes. I contribute it while it's face up on the field to negate the activation of an effect and destroy it. With a spell, trap, or monster effect, and it is special summoned during the end phase. I can use anytime during the turn, even during damage step. My next cards are 3 Assault Beasts. These I search out Assault Mode Activate with, and they have 1900 attack, so if I have to attack with them, they're not too bad. My next 3 are Air Balloons, the level 3 tuners. When they attack directly, I can discard a random card on my opponent's hand, and I get them out with Rescue Cat. Next, 2 Cyber Dragons. These cards are even used for Synchro summoning, but they're not bad. They have 2100 attack, so. Next, 2 Flammable Magicians. These are used to Synchro summon with Instant Fusion monsters or Summoner Monk. Next, I have 2 Trickies. These are similarly used in the way I use Cyber Dragon, except I can use these at any point as long as I have a card in my hand. And I can Synchro summon Arcanite Magician. Next 2 Psychic Commanders, useful for getting around Spirit Reaper, but mainly they're level 3 tuners, use them to Synchro summon. Summoner Monk, I discard a spell card from my hand, especially summon a level 4 monster from my deck. It can't attack this turn. Usually I will get this little kitty, and I tribute it off to special summon 2 X-Saber Air Balloons from my deck, because it's the only beast monsters I run. Next is a Morphing Jar. Most people are against giving cards to their opponent, but most likely I'm only going to use this if I have a Stardust Dragon Assault mode out, and the cards I get in my hand will give me another one, so I'm not too worried about what my opponent's going to have. Next is a Sangan, searching out the engine, summon Monk, and a Krebins, which is mainly used to Synchro summon for Arcanite Magician, but I can Synchro to a couple of other things as well. Spell lineup, Instant Fusion. I pay 1000 life points to special summon a level 5 or lower fusion monster from my extra deck. Is treated as a fusion summon, and it's destroyed at the end of the turn, and it can't attack. I usually just Synchro summon with it. Next, 2 Assault Teleports. I add an Assault mode monster from my hand back to my deck and draw 2 cards. Pot of Avarice. I recycle the cards I've used to my graveyard. Mainly, this helps a lot if I have Rescue Cat or Summoner Monk in my graveyard. I just throw them back in the deck. Magical Mallet, the same purpose as this thing, except I -1 myself, but I need it. The deck does need it because it does have an occasional dead draw, which mainly will be the dragon. You don't want it in your hand at all, unless you're just lucky enough to have a Assault Teleport. Speaking of teleports, Emergency Teleport special summons level 3 or lower Psychic Monster from my deck or hand. It's removed from play at the end of the turn, but hopefully I'll just use it to Synchro summon. Brain Control. Mind Control. Mystical Space Typhoon was previously side decked, but I decided to main deck it. Mainly Royal Oppression, kinda. Yeah. Heavy Storm. Giant Grenade. That's it for the spells. My traps are 3 Assault Mode Activates. I tribute a Synchro monster, a special summon. Okay, I special summon Stardust Dragon Assault Mode this. That's all I do. I tribute a Stardust Dragon, special summon Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. Starlight Road. This is very useful. I actually want to put in another one because it actually helps out a lot more than some people think it does. I thought it would be one of, considering Lightsworn isn't played much anymore, and that was most known for blowing up cards, many cards. But when my opponent activates mainly my opponent. I'm not going to get something I use. So when my opponent activates a card that destroys 2 or more cards I control, I can activate this card, negate that card's effect, and special summon a Stardust Dragon from my extra deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. So pretty much, I can't special summon Stardust Dragon in any other way once it leaves the field. So that's the only downfall about this, but it's pretty good. So I'll add another. My last card would be Call the Haunted. Think of a use for this. There's many uses for this card. Next is my extra deck. 3 Stardust Dragons. I burn through these a lot. They're basic. Many usually know what they do. If you don't, jump off a bridge. As long as you play Yugi. If you don't play Yugi Mons, then you don't have to jump off a bridge. Next, Red Dragon Archfiend. This guy is good for climbing walls upon walls upon walls. Next, Colossal Fighter. Ancient Fairy Dragon. It's basic level 7 Synchro. If they had a better one, I'd use it. Well, here's a better one, but unfortunately I can't Synchro summon him as much as I want to, but he still sees play almost every duel. I need a Spellcaster, non-tuner, and a tuner to Synchro summon to him. When he's Synchro summoned, I place 2 spell counters on him. I can remove 1 to blow up a card. Black Rose Dragon, which again, you play Yugi Mons, you don't know what this does. I don't know, cut your head off with a chainsaw this time. Something different. Bryanak, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. I contribute any number of cards to send that many cards in the field back to the owner's hand. Yugioh Guardian. This card doesn't help as much as I thought it would. Again, I just got my other one. I might take this out to unset my Thought Ruler Archfiend. I haven't decided yet. Next was Instant Fusion Monsters. I have 2 Musician Kings. These will start Synchro summoning to Stardust Dragon with a level 3 tuner, or to Arcanite with Krebins. 2 Darkfire Dragons, level 4 for any other Synchro summons. And Fusionist for any Synchro summons. Next is my side deck. 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend. I wanna, as I said before, I wanna unside deck this guy. People are starting to point cards at my monsters again, so he's a problem solver. Next is Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. This is mainly used against Gladiator Beasts, which hurt this deck a lot more than some people actually think it does. When they activate Waboku, which they're known for, their monsters are still destroyed regardless, so they don't tag out. Next is Gores. Use your imagination. Next, 2 Twisters. Getting around those annoyances. Mainly be Royal Oppression. It could be used against Call the Haunted. Seal Drain if they need it. Next is 3 Divine Wraths. Usually against Blackwing or Gladiator Beasts that side into DD Crows. Because not only can I use these for the Crows, but also their effects as well. Next, 2 Scrap Iron Scarecrows against Gladiator Beasts. Once again, they can't do anything about these, with the exception of Heavy Storm. These are really helpful. Next, 2 Skill Drain. This deck is highly unaffected by Skill Drain, with the exception of Summoner Monk or Morphing Jar. They're quite useful against Gladiator Beasts or any other deck that I would choose to set them in against. Nature's Reflection is another one. These cards are used against Burn. They're new. They're from Absolute Power Force. Any damage I take this turn is inflicted to my opponent instead. Chain Burn is used in my locals quite a bit by a few people, so I have these. And next is Starlight Road. Thank you for watching. Once again, please subscribe to my channel. Hopefully there will be a couple more videos. Check out my mat. It's all cool with a name on it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.